The only important thing about business is a customer. The rest, you'll figure it out. And I think all your effort should be in getting a customer. And that's why now, in our society, man, with the internet, crowdfunding, all this stuff, I think it's easier now than ever to start businesses with no money. You don't need money. You don't need anything. You just need a customer. And that's the key. And then how do you get a customer? Okay, to me, it's sort of like, how do you become unique? Now, what's special about you? That's what I mean, the weirdness. And whatever is weird about you, like in school, I used to thought my name was Sit Down, Let's Go. Sit down, let's go. Sit down, let's go. I had ants in my pants. I'm moving around, whatever. I just couldn't stand still, or sit still particularly. And that's why if somebody took that weirdness about me, you see, I finally extracted all that and act like a fool on television and made millions of dollars because the camera goes to the idiot, and why pay for advertising if you could act foolish and get advertising for free, And that's what built my whole business. I never paid for advertising. All the stuff you saw, on whatever, was all free advertising because you don't have to pay for stuff. That's the other thing I think in life is learning how to do stuff for free. Everybody, every expert there is in the world is going to tell you how expensive it is for you to do something because they're selling it, And the key in survival, I think, in doing anything new is how are you going to do it for no money? And that's the key. And you can now because there's so many opportunities. You don't need to be an expert in anything anymore. Man, I mean, you're 70 years old. I mean, the whole game has changed. You don't need anything. You could find anything you want on the internet. You could teach yourself anything you need. You could find people to help you for free, to do anything you want. You just have to start stumbling through, And that's why it is a pain in the butt. Everything is a pain in the butt in life, and that's the key. No matter what you want to do, man, it's tough. I mean, I still love it. About all the success I've had, man, it's a whole new world. I got to learn all over again, and it's painful. I mean, I was writing books, for many years, and how many bookstores are left in town, especially reference books. Nobody buys reference books. Newspapers are going out of business. Magazines, anybody sells information is going out of business, and that's me. And I haven't figured this out yet, but man, it's fun. It's fun to try to figure it out. And that's why if you're not having fun what you're doing, you're not going to last until you figure it out. I mean, look at all the idiots you've worked for, right? It doesn't take a mental genius to do anything, It just takes hanging in there until you figure it out. That's all it is. And if you plan on not spending a lot of money doing it, then you can hang in there until you figure it out. If you're going to spend, if I put a big ad in the Scottsdale Time, then everybody come running to me and everything. That ain't going to happen. And that's why you have to figure out how to do things for free so that you're around until you figure it out. Everybody has an expert. Everybody's an expert to tell you 5 ways you can spend a lot of money and make a lot of money. Well, if somebody tells you that, what you do is say, hey, okay, I'll give you half. And so that way, if you think like the newspaper say, hey, put an ad in my newspaper and you'll get millions of dollars. Well, I'll give you $500,000 then. You put the ad in. Okay. And that's how you saw me on television doing that. That's how I paid. I said, okay, I'll give you half of anything you want. And on the internet, that is more possible now than ever before. Because nobody knows, everyone's guessing, everyone's lying. Nobody knows for sure. We're all guessing, we're all scared as hell and don't know what we're doing. And the more you could pretend that you know what you're doing, the more you could charge. When in fact, nobody knows really what they're doing. Even doctors, hey, try this, try that, try. They don't know, right? They're all guessing, And every expert is like that. And now with the internet and everything, you have access to better information almost than anybody else. And the people who are making the most money don't have time to get smart anymore because they're spending too much time selling themselves instead of getting smart.